Um, you earlier addressed prosecutorial issues in your office, but that's only a fraction of what you'll do. You're not in court every day, all day. Sorry, thought I was loud enough for that. Could you explain the range of activities you do beyond appearing in court, prosecuting? And by the way, Ms. Zucco, you didn't explain anything related to discretion when you answered earlier. My enduring memory is something about somebody's organs being destroyed, but you didn't address children appearing in court and being tried as an adult. But again, if you come back to the other things you all deal with in that office.
Sure. Let me finish up and answer that question from earlier. The other part of the juvenile, whether or not we prosecute somebody as a juvenile where we do have discretion, is on certain felonies. And at that point, if it's a qualifying felony, then we can file as an adult if they're 14 or over, and we do have that discretion. And a lot of times we do, especially in right now, the human smuggling cases, and previously in the drug cases where the cartels were using juveniles. Our office has been consistent in that we are against the cartels using juveniles to run bodies and run drugs, and we will try to prosecute those. And we did see a huge reduction in cartels using juveniles in drug load cases 10 years ago, and now we have seen the similar reduction in the cartels using juveniles in the smuggling UDA cases because of our prosecutorial discretion that we used in that area. Anytime we have a discretionary filing, there's oversight by the judicial branch in that the defense can file a motion to transfer that case to juvenile court, and then the judge ultimately makes that decision if they think that it's better for the juvenile to be prosecuted in the juvenile justice system. So at the end of the day, it's not the county attorney's office ultimate decision on the non-mandatory filings. There is judicial oversight on that. But sorry, the first part of your question, I forget at this point. Can you tell me what it was again?
What else does the
Yeah, I'll
county
just
counsel?
mention that you used a minute and a half to answer the thing I didn't ask. I wanted to know what you do in your office other than appear in court prosecuting. Advisory capacity, legal review.
Right. Well, in my current job as the chief criminal deputy, I have a supervisory role over the entire criminal division, which is 85% of the office. I'm an office manager. I supervise 11 other attorneys and 25 support staff. I'm on hiring committees. I deal with HR issues. I deal with salary adjustments. I deal with creating new positions. In fact, Kristana Watkins is here from my office. She's our alternative prosecution program manager. That was a position that she and I worked together to create so that we could expand our alternative prosecution program, which has been another thing that's essentially not going to court that we've done in our office. But if you're referring to our civil division, then we have a separate civil division that represents the elected officials, the board of supervisors, the sheriff's department, and they act as legal advisors to them. They advise the human resource department, the county health department. They review contracts. They do mental health hearings. They do tax lien foreclosure cases. So that's the civil division, which at this point I do not oversee, but if I'm county attorney, then I will oversee that department as well. I'm not sure if I answered your question.
Okay, thank you. Next question, Tricia.